Hey, what's up, guys? It's been a while. Um, so recently, I say the past couple months since my last video, I haven't really been doing a lot of online racing. I got into, I got my safety rating up in Le Mans Ultimate. I was getting to the gold rated races. I think my safety rating right now is a Platinum 2 or something, and I got my driver rating up high enough that I was consistently in the top split, usually somewhere inside the top 10, depending on the strength of the lobby. And I was hoping it would, I would have some awesome races, like some really close, clean battles that I could make videos and share. I was really excited for it, but it was the exact opposite. Driving standards and everything it's different than like a bronze rated race, but it's kind of the same in the way that, um, first 5 or 10 minutes, you almost always have some kind of damage. And a lot of times it's going to be something that affects your pace. So and the races are 40 to 60 minutes for the gold rated, and it just got really frustrating because it wasn't occasional. It was like every race. It was a clean race was the exception. I think actually my first two races were probably some of the best races I had in the gold races, and I got spun out in the first one of those, but it ended up being a decent race. And the second one was a good battle, and then but outside of that, it was just chaos. And then eventually you're just driving by yourself. You might be third, you might be ninth, whatever. That's if you survived. Otherwise, you're near the back driving by yourself because you had to go to the pits to get damage repair. It was just not what I expected, and didn't find it very fun. Hopefully they kind of straighten that out. I think they have some plans to help with that. But for now, I've just been kind of steering clear of that. I thought today I would try a set of Corsair Evo. They just released a new version, and it's got a GT3 car in it, this BMW. So thought I would give it a go at Spa, see how it feels. I haven't played this game since the very first version, and in that game, at that time I drove the AMG GT2, I think it was, at Brands Hatch. And there were some things that I really liked about it, but there were some things like around the braking and stuff I didn't feel quite right to me. So I have driven this car already a little bit, and then I realized OBS had it recording, but it wasn't recording the game because I didn't have it set up to capture this game. So got that straightened out. Hopefully we'll give it a go, see how it feels, and then you guys can let me know what you think, if you've tried it, what you think of this game so far. I have to say, feels pretty good. Hold on, let me I'll show you the setup real quick. Setup is all standard except for electronics. I went with 4.4 instead of 5.5. You could probably go even lower than that. Feels pretty good. Everything else should be, I think, just the defaults. So first off, I noticed that like it's not heavy, but it definitely has a weighted feel to it that I like. I can feel the grip in the tires. I think, yeah, in Le Mans Ultimate, sometimes the feeling's a little too muted, especially at low speeds for me, and it's a little light feeling compared to this. And I definitely prefer this feel. And we're going to kind of take it easy and get the tires warmed up. I'll try to push on like this, the next lap. And I'm not sure if it's just a different car or what, but the braking feels a lot better to me. Like I can feel the ABS kick in, but it's not as intrusive. I wanted to push a little bit there. Yeah, so far, to me, it feels really good. All right, let's see if I can push it a little bit. Oh, trying to take it flat out. Didn't quite work out that time. You can definitely take it flat out. I was a little too shy on the turn in there. Okay, I wanted to step out a little bit there. Definitely can't take that flat out, which is surprising because it's not that hard to take some of the other turns flat out. Alright, let's see if we can put together a decent lap. Tried keeping it in third there to see if it was any better. I'm not sure it was. Messed that up. I don't think this is going to be a very good lap. Ooh. Well, that wasn't good. It was odd. Felt like I wasn't pushing any harder than before, but the rear end just gave out and there was no catching it. All right, let's see if we can do better this next lap. It's weird. It felt like I had more grip there, so that I didn't turn in enough. Grippier than before. Feels kind of slow this lap. Car feels a little less stable in the second half of the lap here. The back end feels like I'm about to lose it, but I didn't. I don't know if I can get to the 217s or not. That definitely felt better. Felt horrible. And just wanted to push through there. We're gonna have to try another lap. Maybe I've got two temps are a little high or something on the fronts. Wow. Yeah, I tried to turn in early actually that time and there was no turn in. I think if I was tuning, I would probably lower the tire pressures a little bit in the front maybe, or do something. Probably just my driving though. Oh, and we're out of gas. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. I'll catch you in the next one.